So what's good, everybody? And it's Crazy J, and welcome to another episode of Crazy J's World. Yeah, baby, Crazy J's World. I wanted to get another one out. I just wanted to say my last one, I had some technical problems. My thing keeps freezing up on me for some reason. I don't know why. And it cut my last podcast at the end out. Like my computer restarted. I don't know why that happened. So I'm just letting everybody know who's listening now that the last episode I just put out, the one I just did, with the poem and everything, if you listen to it, yeah, it's going to be cut at the end. I apologize. I don't know what happened. This Riverside thing is great, but it freezes up. Like, I'll just sit here and all of a sudden my screen's freezing up. I don't know why it's doing it, but it sucks because I don't know if people are seeing that when they're watching. I haven't really watched all my stuff because I just haven't. I watched some of it. I'm going to rewatch my interview with Mackay a couple times more because I want to get better at interviewing people. I need to see where I went wrong with that interview and like what I was doing because I feel like I definitely rushed it. I was a little nervous because I never did anything like that before. So yeah, I want to rewatch that. But go check it out. I think it's not bad for what it is. You know, I think it's pretty good. So today I wanted to talk about who is an addict. Yep, I got it right here. Who is an addict? So let's read a little real quick, shall we? It says, who is an addict? Excuse me. Got some stuff stuck in my throat. Most of us do not have to think twice about this question. So, you know if you're an addict or if you're not. You know. Like, you know that you are or you're not. If you don't feel you're not an addict, then you're not. We know. There you go. Most of us do not have to think twice about this question. Who is an addict? We know. Our whole life and thinking was centered in drugs and alcohol in one form or another. I know mine was. You know, when I was actively using, man, I'll tell you, that's all I cared about. I only cared about getting high. I didn't care about who I hurt. I didn't care about what I had to do to get drugs. I mean, we do some really grimy stuff to use. I know I did. I did some grimy stuff. And thinking back now, I wish I could take some of that stuff back I did. Oh, yes. It says, yeah, in one form or another, the getting and using and finding ways and means to get more. In one form or another, the getting and using and finding ways and means to get more. I mean, we will lie to people to get money just to get a next fix when we don't have money. I mean, there was plenty of times I didn't have money and I had to figure out, how am I going to get money to get high today? What am I going to do? Who am I going to use today to get money so I can get high, or even alcohol? Like, I had to find ways sometimes to get money to get alcohol. Like, it happens. So I used a lot of people when I was using to get what I wanted. And it's so, I can't believe that thinking back now about all the people I did that to, man, I'm sorry. Like, I'm apologizing to them right now. I'm making amends right here on my podcast. I am sorry if I ever used you in any way. I apologize. Like, that's not what my intentions were. You know, I was just in a very different place at that time. I don't ever want to be like that again. I am not like that. That's not actually even who I am. But when you're so wrapped up in drugs like I was, like, drugs controlled me. I didn't control drugs. I was the puppet. And the drugs addiction was my master. So, like Metallica song, Master of Puppets. It's about control of how drugs control you. I mean, people say it's about cocaine. I think it's just about drugs in general. The things you'll do and how addiction controls you like you're a puppet and that's the puppet master. Yeah, think about that. So I just used and hurt a lot of people in my using, and it was horrible. Like, I love this saying right here, man. I almost started crying before when I was typing this up, when I read this. We lived to use and used to live. That's so true, man. I mean, as addicts and alcoholics, man, every day I woke up, I just wanted to use. Like, I lived every day to use, and I had to use to live. Especially when I was doing opiates for all those years I did opiates. Like, the dope sickness, man, like, I had to figure out a way to get more opiates, especially when I was withdrawing and I had no opiates, to feel better. So basically, I was just using to live. Like, that's how it gets. It's not like, you're doing a little drugs here and there and you're just, you're going to a party and you're sniffing a couple lines of coke, or you're taking an e-pill here or there, or maybe you take an opiate pill to have fun. No, like, I was literally trapped in this world of addiction where it took over me so much for years. Like, there's times I mean, you're not out when you're on heroin and opiates. Like, I was not out. I mean, I had to use every day to just live. Like, that's how I lived. I used to live. It's so sad that that's what I did. Like, I had to use to live. That's horrible. Like, I don't wish that on anybody. You have to actually, like, you're so wrapped up in addiction, you don't realize what it's doing to you. And the problem is, too, like, a lot of times we're deteriorating in our addiction. We don't even realize that that's happening. Like, we're so wrapped up in addiction, we don't even realize, like, we don't see what other people see of us. Like, I had people telling me stuff about me, like how I looked and how I was acting. And I'm like, no, like, I mean, I looked horrible. Like, drugs made me look disgusting. I definitely look better now. I'm just older. Very simply, an addict is a man or woman whose life is controlled by drugs and alcohol. There you go. An addict, that's what an addict is. An addict is someone who lets alcohol and drugs control them their whole lives. You're controlled. Like, I mean, there's people, who drink every Friday because they're done with work. They worked Monday through Friday, and now it's party time because that's what they're celebrating their work week with, or like, that's becomes a problem because now, like, you're using alcohol as a celebration. Why is alcohol? I want to know. Why is alcohol a celebration to you? Like, yeah, you work, like anytime, like, the holidays, people get drunk. Like, why can't people enjoy things like that without that? Like, why does alcohol, especially alcohol, have to be like this thing where it has to be part of that? It has to be part of, like, celebrations, birthdays. I mean, I get the whole 21-year-old thing. You turn 21, you go out and get drunk. I mean, I got drunk on my 21st birthday, so I get that. But people who use, like, every week, every weekend, they go out and drink every weekend, there's a problem. You have a problem because every weekend is just drinking. Like, that's a problem. Like, I heard they were trying to change the alcohol age to 25. I don't know if that's true. I have a feeling it's because of the college kids. They don't want the college kids drinking as much anymore like they used to. I don't know. I mean, they're 25. They'll still get it. I mean, college is another thing. That's the biggest party thing of college. Like, college, I remember back in the day hearing how everybody was so excited to go to college to go to the frat parties and get drunk. I can't wait to. And I was one of them. Like, I remember when I was younger and I wanted to go to college. I couldn't wait to go to college to party too. I wanted to go to college and get shit faced. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to go to all these parties. I'm going to hang out with all these girls. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get that. Yeah, no. Yeah, man. We celebrate with alcohol a lot, especially alcohol. We are people in the grip of a continuing and progressive illness. Illness. That's what addiction is. It's an illness. And I remember a couple years ago, people just started realizing this a couple years ago that it's actually an illness. Man, I remember people would say, no, you could just stop. Why can't you just stop drinking? Why can't you just stop using? Because it's an illness. I have an illness. I'm sick. Something is making me sick to want to do the things I do. Like, it's not common nature to just go out and hurt people like you do and drink your life away or do drugs and die from it. Like, that's not what people do, so it's definitely an illness. You're born with it. You are born. From the moment you're born, you're already born an addict or you're not. I'm not saying you can't become one. Like, you could be a non-alcoholic or addict and you just start using, you get addicted. That happens too. But most people who are like me are born this way. I mean, addiction runs in my mom and my dad's side of the family. It runs in my stepfather's family. Like, my uncles, my brother, my mom's brother, my Uncle Bobby, he had a drinking problem. He did. I don't know if he really drinks anymore. He's getting older now. He's in his 60s. My mom had a drinking problem. My stepfather, not so much. He would drink, but I didn't really see him drink too often, so he really didn't drink all that much. My uncles drank a lot. I mean, I drank a lot. I'm afraid for my kids that they're going to be alcoholics or addicts. I don't know. I don't think so. So far, things have been going pretty good with them. They don't do anything like that, so I don't think. And my son, my oldest, is almost 21. He'll be 21 soon. And my daughter's going to be 19 soon, and she's trying to go to college and everything. It's my youngest son. I just got to get on him. But he doesn't do anything like that. They like playing video game stuff. So what I'm getting at is I'm hoping that I didn't pass that torch to them. You know, like my mom and my dad passed the addiction torch to me. My brother, Sean, had a very bad drinking problem too. I don't know if he drinks anymore. He put a lot of weight on from drinking. I knew he had a problem. He was drinking a lot, you know, and he's old enough to drink, but I'm hoping that he slowed down. I really do, because he got kind of chubby from drinking, and my brother was skinny like me, and then all of a sudden he wasn't. You know, it's a very bad illness, and I'm glad it's called an illness, because that's what it is. We are people in the grip of a continuing and progressive illness whose ends are always the same. Jails, institutions, or death. I've been in 2 of them. I don't want death there because I'm not ready to go. I've been in jail. My first time ever in jail, I was 19 for underage drinking. Go figure. I was never in jail. I got in trouble a little bit here and there when I was younger. Nothing crazy. But, you know, yeah, I mean, I was in jail for underage drinking at 19. Institutions, I've been in an institution before, trying to get sober. I had to go to a hospital and tell them I wanted to kill myself so I could get in, and I did that a couple times, trying to get sober. The last time before this time I got sober, I did it. I went to the hospital, I told them I wanted to kill myself, they put me in. I was sober for a month. I got out, I went back upstate, and I started drinking the same day I got there. So I didn't learn my lesson. And then I got sober this time. We did not choose to become alcoholics or addicts. No, I did not choose to become an alcoholic or an addict. It chose me. For some reason, my brain doesn't function the way a normal person does. I mean, I guess normal. What is normal? Like, really? Like, we always say we're not like normal people. What is normal? What is normal to you? Like, what do you consider normal? Because I don't know what I consider normal. Everybody's got something. Everybody's got some kind of problem. No one's normal. Like, I don't like that term. I wish I was like a normal person. There's no normal. Nobody's normal. Everybody's got abnormalities. I think that's the word. Let's clap for that one, because I like that word. Abnormalities. Yeah. We all got our abnormality, whatever the word is. I can't even say it. Anyway, I mean, yep. I've been in jails. I've been in jail so many times. I can't even tell you how many times I've been in jail. I mean, I almost went to prison for 10 years. Yeah. I don't know if I ever told anybody that. Man, I thought I was going to go away. 10 freaking years. I would only got out a couple years ago. That was one of the scariest days of my life. And I remember I was heard I was going to get probation, and then I went to court in, the county court. And I remember the judge was like, nah, I'm going to send you to prison today. And I was looking at 10 years. Like, I was going to get 7 with a 10. And he wanted to know where my wife was. My wife at the time, my ex-wife, when she took my kids to the cafeteria to get them something to eat while I was seeing the judge. Because he wanted to ask my ex-wife, what should I do today? Should I send your husband to prison? If she would have said, yeah, he was going to send me. Like, so the judge that I had, because I got in trouble for opiates, his daughter passed away from an overdose. So he did not like people that were in trouble with drugs. And I was someone who was in there with drugs and heroin, and his daughter died from it. So I get it that he was upset. Man, I'll tell you, man, I almost started crying when he told me he was going to put me away. Like, he was like, I want to put you away today. Like, you need to go. You're a bad person. You are never going to change. You're just going to keep doing what you're doing. You're going to keep running around. You're going to keep winding up back here, and it's just going to be the same vicious cycle. And I didn't change after that. I did for a little bit, but I still went back out. Like, that's how bad of this disease is. Like, I was looking at 10 years for it. I got probation. I finished my probation, and then I started using again. Like, I don't even know why. Until this last time. But still, like, I could have went away to prison for 10 years. 10 years of my life. At least 7. I probably would have gotten like 5. I would have had to do at least 5 years. So, that's scary. I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to go back to jail ever again. I'm trying to be good because I don't want that life. That life is, I'm done with that life. I don't want to live that life ever again. So, let's give a clap for that, because I don't ever want to live that life again. Now, there we go. Ever again. And I hope that you guys out there, if you're in recovery and you're watching this, don't make mistakes that you might regret. Because your life could be over like that. And you don't even realize it. It's scary. We did not choose to become alcoholics or addicts. It was chosen for us at birth. Exactly. I said, I was born this way. I was born this way. That's just how it is. Unfortunately, I was born from a mom and a dad who have alcoholic addict problems. They have the illness and they passed it on to their son, me. I'm the only one from my real father, and then I have 2 half brothers, but I don't consider my half brothers. They're my brothers, but they're from my stepfather. But they're still my brothers regardless. I love them just as much. So yes, and then it says it was true to birth. So unfortunately, we have to grow up living with this illness and all the destruction it will. So it says it was chosen, and unfortunately, we have to grow up and live with the illness and all the destruction it will or has caused in our lives until we decide to get help and put our addiction illness away. Yes. So basically, you have to live with all the crap that you're going to do, and you did, if you even get sober. Okay? So that's if you even get sober. And then when you get sober, you put the addiction illness away. You put it in the back. So my using is back there. My sobriety is here. In my brain. My illness is here. My illness is always here. My illness isn't going anywhere. It's always going to be here. So my sobriety is like my superpower. It fights it. Like that's my superpower or whatever. It blocks my illness from coming out so I don't, use my illness. I don't go out and do stupid things. I don't go out and use. So I always have to remember I'm an addict. Like I'm always an addict first because I am, but I'm a recovering addict. So I'm in recovery today, and I plan on staying in recovery. But just today, that's all I could do. It's 10:46 p.m. right now. I'm looking at my clock on August 16, 2026. So I have an hour and 14 minutes until I start a new day. You know what I mean? Tomorrow's a whole new start. It starts all over. And that's okay. Remember this, if you stay sober one day at a time, you can accomplish sobriety right there. Oh, I wrote this, by the way, so you guys know. Oh, yes. So, yeah, the sobriety, yep, that's what you have to do. Like, that's what I'm saying. Remember this, if you stay sober one day at a time, you can accomplish sobriety. You just got to stay sober one day at a time. That's it. You just stay sober now. You don't stay sober yesterday. You don't stay sober tomorrow. You stay sober now. You just have to do it one day at a time. Because the reason they do it like that too is because who wants to think about you can never drink or drug again, ever again? I don't want to think like that. I want to think that I just can't drink and drug today. I just know today I can't use. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I didn't use yesterday because yesterday's gone already. So that's gone. You can only be sober one day at a time. I mean, you don't have to count years if you don't want. Like, I like counting years because I just like knowing how much time I have. There's people out there just say, I have one day. I'm just sober today. Like, they don't even count. They don't even have a sobriety date. They just don't use. You can do that too. If that works for you, more power to you. A lot of people like to count my time because they just do. That's a normal thing. You don't have to, if you didn't know that. You could just say, I'm just sober one day. I'm just sober now. And that's okay. That is okay. Sobriety is a possible thing, but it takes work, patience, and virtues to accomplish, and it's done just 24 hours at a time. You see what I'm saying? You got to put the work in for recovery. You have to put the work in to be sober. Okay? You have to have patience. Like, you can't get sober for 3 months and expect everything to just be better already because you're sober for 3 months. And a lot of people get like that. I haven't drank and drugged in 3 months. Why is my life still suck? What are you doing? What are you doing in What are you doing in your recovery? If you don't put work in your recovery's not going to work for you. You get it? You have to put the work in your recovery so your recovery works for you. Or it doesn't work. Then you're just not drinking and drugging. Anybody can just not drink and drug. If you want sobriety, if you want progress, You have to work the program. You have to go to meetings. You have to get a sponsor. But when you're ready, I talked about sponsorship in my last episode. Don't get a sponsor until you're at least 3 months over. And pick one from your home group. The meeting you go to the most, because that's where you're going to mostly see this person. You should know things about your sponsor. You should get to know your sponsor. Whoever's going to sponsor, you should get very friendly, because this is someone you're going to be sharing a lot of your crap with, that you're going to be telling things that you're not going to be telling anybody else, because that's what a sponsor's for. But yes, you got to have patience, man, and virtues. And we'll talk more about virtues in future episodes, because I have the virtues of recovery. It's my one of my classes. That was the peer recovery specialist I took. It's virtues of recovery. But yeah, you can only do it for 24 hours at a time. Go to meetings. Go to meetings. The first year, man, if you could stay sober 1 year and you could do a lot of meeting stuff, you could stay sober 2 years. You could just keep staying sober. You can. You got to go to meetings. That's a definite. Change your person, places, and things. You have to. You have to change all that. Sometimes you can, I understand that. Like, maybe you can't change the place where you're living, but you should try. Like, you need to change everything, because if you still stay in that cycle of what's been happening when you were using, you're never going to get out. You're going to want to going back, because you're still living in that negative space. It's a negative space because it was negative when you were there using in that space. There's people, most people that you hung out with when you were using are users. There are people that use. Why are you going to go get sober and start hanging out people that are using? You're just going to start using again. And things, you have to change your life around. You have to change things. You can't do the same routine that you were doing. It won't work in sobriety. Unfortunately, you have to. And then read the AA, NA big books. Make an inventory of yourself for yourself. Make your inventory as many times. If you have to make an inventory every day, do it. Do little things to help you get another day sober. Do things in sobriety like an inventory to help you better your life. Like, make an amends list of people you need to make amends to on a daily, because you're never gonna stop making amends. You're gonna hurt somebody years later when you have, like, even if you're still sober, you're still gonna hurt people. It's not like you just get sober and you stop hurting people. You're still gonna do it. You're just gonna do it in a different way. You know what I mean? But yeah, make an inventory of yourself for yourself. Make it for you, for yourself. Like, make amends to people that you can without hurting them. So that's basically saying, if you really did something really fucked up to somebody, sorry, excuse my French, but if you did, and you think it's going to hurt them by making an amends to them, don't make an amends. That you just don't do. Then you just don't ever make amends for that. But if it's something that you're not going to hurt the person's feelings, or you're not going to bring up something that's bad, it's just something that you know that you need to do, and it can be resolved, and neither you're going to be hurt, then you do it. But if you think that amends is going to hurt that person, you don't do it. You just let it go. Some people you just can't say you're sorry to, because an amends is a sorry. So, you might just not be able to make an amends to somebody. Unfortunately, it sucks. Make amends to people that you can without hurting them. Stay in contact with members of the program. Yeah. That's a big one. Stay in contact with members of the program. So, that's basically saying, when you have people and they're in the program, it's good to stay in contact with them, because they are sober and they want to help you, and they're good people. They're people that you can trust. They're not out to hurt you. So yes, you want to stay as close as you can with contact with people that are in the rooms. That's the people you want to be friends with. You want to make friends with these people. That's the people you want to make friends with. You know what I mean? Stay in contact with members of the program. Absolutely. Get a sponsor when you're ready, but a good sponsor is someone you relate to, someone you have common interests with, someone you can tell all your business to. You see what I'm saying about a sponsor? That's what a sponsor is. That's why I say wait at least 3 months, maybe even longer. Wait 6 months. Get to know people in the program until you find that right person you really work with. And that's your sponsor. And then stay true to yourself, and the promises of recovery will happen in time. Those promises. They will. If you stay true to yourself, and the promise of recovery will happen. You just got to give it time. You got to give them time to happen. They will happen. God loves you. Your higher power loves you. I love you. Love is possible again in you, and you will show love again too. And you will. You absolutely will. It's amazing what happens when you get sober. It's amazing the change in you, how you feel, the difference you can make to people and help people. And it's just it's great. And my computer keeps freezing up every once in a while. It's really upsetting me because I don't know why this keeps doing this. And then it's gonna run up, give me a problem again. I'm just gonna keep going with it. But yes, that's who's an addict. I wanted to read that. And now I'm going to read the 12 traditions of Narcotics Anonymous. This is the 12 traditions of Narcotics Anonymous. So 1 is our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends on NA unity. 2, for our group purpose, there is but one ultimate authority, a loving God as he may express himself in our group conscience. Our leaders are but trusted servants. They do not govern. Yeah, we read these in the meetings, by the way. And it's very good. 3, the only requirements for membership is a desire to stop using. You just stop using. You just have to have a desire to stop using. 4, each group should be autonomous except in matters affecting other groups or NA as a whole. Why is this freezing on something? So each group should be autonomous. Yep. 5, each group has but one primary purpose, to carry the message to the addict who still suffers. That's a good one too. To carry the message to the addict who still suffers. 6, an NA group ought never endorse, finance, or lend the NA name to any related facility or outside enterprise, lest problems of money, property, or prestige divert us from our primary purpose. These are really good, these traditions. These will help guide you and get you to where you need to be in a meeting. Like these are the purpose of the meetings. Number 8, Narcotics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. 9, NA as such ought never be organized, but we may create service boards or committees that are responsible for those they serve. Sorry. I don't know if you guys could see me. I'm not there for some reason. There is no video. So I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to stop reading this and I'm just going to end this podcast because I don't know if you guys could see me. So I don't know why I'm having so many problems all of a sudden. This is 2 videos in a row that this thing is giving me a problem. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on here. But it's being weird because my camera's not working. Now I have no video. So I love all of you. Hopefully I won't keep having these problems. And this is just Crazy Jay, and have a good night, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. I don't know what's going on with my audio, my video. I don't know why it's being like this, but all right. Well, peace out and have a great night, people. Bye.